Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Expanse Reaction. This is Hot Life, my name is Matt. Okay, so I'm gonna open my DXT real quick because I forgot to do that before. Okay, so last time we had windmills, and in that episode we met Holden's mom. Christian went up to meet her, and I really like this because she's actually trying to understand what kind of person Holden is. She's trying to understand his psyche based on his background and what people that know about him can tell her. So she's trying to understand, and I appreciate that so much. But the problem is that the spy that we met in the previous episode, that he actually sneaked into the ship, but never mind that. He actually reported back to Earth saying like, yes, they are flying away on a stolen Martian warship, and after they met up with Fred Johnson, and they're going to Eros. I think it was Eros. So that's what he said, and so everyone is like, all right, fuck Holden, he's a terrorist now, because there's enough info. Because like after the Donager blew up, that's the moment when it's like, okay, this is a problem. This is a big problem. It's a big I was gonna say international, but not even interplanetary issue. So we had that going on. On As for the Rocinante crew, they actually just narrowly avoided getting boarded by some Martian patrol that they were gonna check them because they were like, "Hey, what are you doing crossing over here?" And they managed to bluff their way out of that situation by saying that they were Martian spies by giving the secret spy key codes. I mean, not really spies, but like high level black ops stuff. So they bullshitted their way through out of that, and that was fun. There was some degree of confrontation between Amos and Holden, and here's the thing though, is that like I've been told like, oh yeah, but Amos is right in thinking the way he's thinking because that's their only choice, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, but I think it is gonna be worse the more innocent Martians you kill. Like, I understand that you're in a bad situation. I understand that the situation is fucked. But then you do one of two things. It's like, okay, we just do what we do in order to survive, which involves killing all these people that have nothing to do with this. They're literally just doing their job. Or do we not do that? Miller left Sirius Station. Miller, who is the person that pretty much figured everything out, he got a message saying that there was, I think, a shuttle from the Anubis that survived, and it came all the way back to Eros. Was it Eros, and I'm just crazy. I wrote down Eros, so I guess it is Eros, but he is going to Eros because that's where the shuttle is, and he's like, the next piece of the puzzle is right there. Also, everybody in the belt wants me dead. I think Eros is part of the belt though. I'm not sure if it is. Yeah, probably is, but like it's not on Zero anymore. You know, just like the HQ for OPA with Anderson Dawes and everyone that just wants him dead at this point, I would assume. Well, so there was this thing with Anderson Dawes where Miller actually went to confront him, and Anderson Dawes again spilling his shit of like, I'm doing this for you, my brother. That kind of thing. But there was also this moment when he's like, you only get sight of what's truly important to you when you lose everything. And then Miller said, I know exactly what I'm looking at. And then Anderson does was, well, maybe you haven't lost everything yet. So that also might be a bit of foreshadowing of like, we're gonna fuck your life up either by killing him or by killing people close to him. So now Octavia and Havelock are again on the chopping block because of that threat. I actually didn't think about that when I first watched it. Like, I forgot it. But then when I was said it in the episode, I was like, oh, that sounds like a threat. And that threat could really go either direction. It could really go either direction. So there we go. That happened. But whatever the case, he left Cirrus, which is a good thing to do. I said maybe he should, and now he is. Now he is going to Eros to see what the fuck was up with the Anubis. He's also like the only person that has put everything together. So here's the thing. Everyone is converging on Eros because the spy said that the Rocinante crew was going to Eros. They're not, but they're like passing by Eros. They're going in that direction. Miller is going to Eros. The Earth forces are going to Eros. Everyone is going to Eros. So some stuff might happen around there. Maybe it will happen in this episode, so we'll see. I don't know what else happened. Yeah, I think that was it. There was some symbolic shit about Miguel de Cervantes and shit like that, but like, never mind that. I think we can just go. We can just go. So yeah, The Expanse season 1 episode. Which one is it? 8. Season 1 episode 8. Let's go.
I provided a ship for an OPA recon mission out of series.
Please tell me we're finally gonna learn something about the Julie Mouse shit.
Credentials have been revoked. I've been banned from Mars for life.
A lot of Martians.
Is that character gonna come back?
I prepare myself for the Nauvoo.
Nauvoo.
I'm gonna write that down.
Norman.
Yes.
Okay.
A different kind of salesman.
You guys are gonna get on this big ship. You're gonna ride out into the great beyond. For 100 years. What happens when you get out there? There's nothing.
If that is the case, God has just revealed to us that we haven't finished our search yet.
You guys might be getting out at just the right time.
Yeah. Before everything fucking blows up. So I guess the Mormons are going on a pilgrimage into Nauvoo, or to the Nauvoo, whatever that is. I'm assuming it's a ship. Giant ship, and then they go into outer space. The unknown outer space, to see what's up.
It's some sweet parking job. It's barely
It's
registered
one
on
of the-
scopes.
It's
stealth ship.
Yeah. It's one of the super high-tech
Like
ships.
the ones that killed the Donager.
Or maybe they're luring you in there. I don't know. What the fuck is this? I just realized what I'm looking at. ESS Nauvoo under construction. Oh my god. So this is the shit that we're just talking about? Okay. Tycho Station. Is this what Fred Johnson was building the first time we saw him?
A lot of Martian soldiers gave their lives for this information. I need to know why.
I want to know what the fuck is up with Fred Johnson. Because I still don't know what... I still don't know if it's a good guy, a bad guy, a gray-ish guy, a gray-ish red guy, a gray-ish blue guy, or what.
EMF reflection practically zero across all main bands. It's nice stealth tech. This is what Fred Johnson sent you out here to find.
I don't think he knew it was out here.
Bullshit. You guys are out here to salvage this.
We're not on a salvage mission.
Fred Johnson is a terrorist. You can't...
We're not on a salvage mission! We're here looking for survivors. And some answers, if we're lucky. And meet your new bodyguard.
The fucking cheeky little smile. Don't kill
So
him.
much as breaks a toenail. You're hitchhiking home from this rock.
Is it possible? This is the place where Julie Mao was in.
Somebody got spaced.
Okay, please give me some answers. That's where she was, wasn't it? At the beginning of the show. Yeah, there was the dead suit that just kind of floated all the way there. Oh, yeah.
Guess that explains what happened to the crew of the Scopuli.
I'm gonna check engineering, see what shape the reactor's in.
I'll go with
We're
you.
going to the reactor. Okay.
Remember McDowell's glass cats? Those figurines in his office?
Yes.
caught him like petting them. He said he was cleaning them and that they were investment grade antiques.
I really wish I'd gotten that story.
Like, I remember there was something weird with him and those cat things. Is that gonna come back in some way, shape, or form? Like, what if the cat wasn't destroyed, it was absorbed and repurposed or some bullshit sci-fi shit like that?
Hangar bay's empty too. There should be a short-range shuttle parked there, but it ain't.
Folks, I do believe somebody got away.
So someone... Julie escaped the ship then. She took the shuttle and ran away. Maybe not someone, but Money's on Julie Mao, right?
All systems green. Do you want me to fire up the reactor? This will go quicker if we had some lights.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's gonna
just
do
warm it
something,
up.
won't it? We're gonna see that shit again.
Naomi?
What are you looking at? Yeah. Yeah, that's not tech. That's like bio.
What the hell is that?
Yes.
We'll be on the doorstep in 3 days, and that's not enough time for Fred Johnson to dismantle and hide an entire stealth tech program, is it?
Oh, so he's back. Yeah, the old man's back.
Frank DeGraff was found dead in his home this morning.
Alright, so he didn't come back.
I'm so sorry.
How do you feel about that, Christian?
We can finish later.
We can finish now.
I don't know if this is safe,
Not
bro.
a soul on board.
There
No
was...
bodies, no people. Nothing.
They are, but they are in the reactor. Like, there was a man that came out of the reactor, so I think that it literally absorbs people or something. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to expect of the show. Because it could try to be some kind of realistic, or it could just go full anime. And I'm just Oh, it's all around the ship. It's everywhere. It reminds me of the black goo from Soma, if you ever played that game. Yeah, it's being activated again. There was some blue shit.
Anubis.
You know something about the ship?
It's pronounced Anubis,
Yes.
Egyptian god of the dead.
Right, so the crew of this badass ship boards the Scopuli, uses it as bait to nuke the Cant.
Then spaces the crew, except for Lionel Polanski, who somehow survives, gets control, and then
He powers down, vents the ship, and then leaves a nuclear missile, state-of-the-art stealth fighter tied to a rock.
that makes sense to anybody? The ship's in perfect condition. Why would he just leave?
Because the ship is bad news. We should leave.
Ship was headed to Eros from Phoebe Station. Phoebe.
Lopez said they found everyone on Phoebe dead. Some toxic spill or something.
Oh fuck, that's...
Holden, behind you.
You need to go. It's slowly creeping towards you. This is the black goo from Soma, it is. Oh shit, no, it is something different, the reactor.
We have to kill the power. Stand by.
Yeah, you need to kill the power because otherwise that thing will eat it and grow.
Get us out of here!
Got hooks in systems all over Eros. Let me help you find him.
Bro, you're taking us to the fucking Earth, the special forces.
You have a bargaining chip. Why would you destroy something you control?
Because that ship is a weapon. And that thing on it felt like a weapon too. And I don't think Fred Johnson, or Earth, or Mars, or anybody should have it. Torpedoes armed and ready.
I mean, this is a good idea, but also it might not be because we don't understand it. What's gonna happen when we blow it up? I do like that he was like, nobody should have this weapon. Fuck this thing. Alright! I think that's it. I think that takes care of that. Okay. Eros Station. There's some shit that's about to go down on Eros, bro. Miller. Julie Mao is in here. Oh my god, there was an asshole with the worst haircut I've ever seen in the background. Are you playing fucking gacha in here?
I was wondering if you could help me out.
Alright then. Questioning your methods here, but alright.
Anubis. Lionel Polanski.
Freeze! Don't move!
What do you think was gonna happen, bro? Oh,
I was chasing down a lead.
this is the guy that sent you the message. Is this man to be trusted though?
Where's my damn hat?
Oh, that was this hat. He left it.
Trust your gut before your head gets in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to spout off all kinds of bullshit back in the day. But when I got kicked off the force, I gave you that hat so you'd keep your head. Not make the same mistakes I did.
Okay.
I believe in her.
Cool. You haven't never met her.
Oh my god.
Well, you've seen like some recordings and like people talk about her.
That's all I got.
Lana Polanski, that's the name she used when she registered the shuttle. Someone with that name is registered at the Blue Falcon.
What's that? Where is it?
It's a flop house course side. But it's not a good place.
I'll talk to you later, buddy.
God damn it! At least talk to him and devise a plan of action instead of just running in there. Okay, what does it say?
It's a real-time tactical record of the Donninger battle, right down to the millisecond, with full sensor logs and analysis.
Okay, so they know actually what happened.
They also got high-res images of the attacking ships.
Yeah.
Were they able to identify him?
Not from what I can see here, but they were able to collect highly detailed drive signatures.
What are you gonna do with this information, Fred Johnson?
You're gonna want to see this for yourself. So what are you going to do now?
What did he see?
Last place the name Lionel Polanski showed up on the nets was here.
Whoa. Attack them ready, police will not respond. They're gonna meet up with Miller? Miller's hailing ass towards here, so...
Looking for a friend who checked into a room here. Lionel Polanski.
So what's gonna like if Miller shows up and he goes like, I want to see you down at Polanski at the same time, it's like it's gonna be weird. Those guys look mafioso as shit. Oh my god. Yeah. They just kill that guy. All right, so good job, Amos, for noticing what's going down.
We're running out of ammo.
Oh, Miller! Don't shoot Miller. Don't shoot Miller. What's got? Ask. Everyone, calm the fuck down and talk.
James Holden. Should just follow you around, don't it, kid?
You a cop?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for the assist. Now, who the hell are you?
Yeah, right? Why do you help even?
You're gonna get an alert from the Blue Falcon. Shots fired, a bunch of dead bodies, so I sure hope it's you who answers that call.
Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm going up to room 22. Now, any second, there's gonna be another group of thugs coming through that door, this time with badges. Touch me again. There's gonna be another body on the floor.
Amos is like, damn, I respect that.
Don't!
You're jumpy as hell. It's okay, calm down, it's okay. I did not expect all these characters to converge here this episode.
God, what's that smell?
Did she kill herself or was assassinated or something?
Ozone.
The blue shit. Yeah, someone came here before. Damn it.
No, they were turning things off.
Hmm?
Same as that reactor.
Oh!
Nobody touch anything.
Right. Miller, don't!
Wait.
Wait, you dumbass! What the I want to get a better look at that. What the fuck was that? I mean, yes, it's that body, but like, exactly what? If they don't show me, I'm gonna go back to check that because I saw some shit in it. Don't touch anything! Alright. Jesus. It is the Soma Black goo. What the fuck? That's it. Holy shit, okay. We got some shit to talk about. I don't know if I have the time. Oh my god, okay. So you gotta see. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck just happened? I know what. I haven't okay, I haven't thought about what I need to say yet. I'm just processing everything, dude. Like, holy shit, I was not expecting this episode to just go that hard on everything. Okay, so we came back to let's start at the beginning. Okay, so Holden got to the place Fred Johnson told him to go to. The signal the survivor of the Scopuli sent. They went there. They found the high-tech advanced ship, one of the many that seemed to be the ones that, like, they destroyed the Donager. That ship was probably the one that actually destroyed the Kent. They go in there. It's an empty ship, and surprise, it's the ship Julie Mao was in. They go to the reactor, and everywhere across the ship we see blue shit. The blue shit came back, and it's not even the blue shit as much as it is the goo shit. So the goo shit, oh my god, it reminds me of the Soma goo shit so much. Okay, if any of you play the video game called Soma, you know what I'm talking about. This entire episode reminded me a lot of Soma. Imagine it's the same shit, but instead of space is underwater. And also the goal of, okay, so here's the thing though. I don't know what the fuck that blue shit is. I don't know the good shit here is. I don't know what it is. Is it kind of like, maybe it's some kind of like physical manifestation of like some radiation shit? Like, it is energy, it's pure energy, but it's unbelievably harmful if you're close to it. Maybe that's the case. But in Soma, they had a goose shit. It was black. But what that did essentially is that it's difficult to explain. It was called the WoW. And what it did to people is that it was like goo, but it had like intelligence to it. It was like an AI in the form of goo. And it did everything that it needed to do for whatever purpose it was programmed to. And in that game, humanity was kind of fucked. And the number one priority was the survival of humanity, but the AI in the goo didn't know what humanity meant, like what defined a person. So what it did is that it just possessed people, not possessed, but transformed their bodies in such a manner that they were unable to die. So the corpse of Julie that we saw here, imagine that, but she's alive and she cannot die. That's what that thing in Soma was. This reminds me a lot of it, because it's the same shit. It's covered in this goo thing, and it looks terrible, horrifying. I am gonna take a very, very in-depth look at this dead body. I don't feel too bad doing that, because it doesn't look real. I have to say, like, her face looks the most like fake shit I've seen in a long time. Like, it looks not even a puppet. It looks like a sculpture, like a fucking made out of clay sculpture. So, you know. But like, what the fuck happened? It kind of looks like there's spikes coming out of it. So that's weird. I would not have expected like spikes to come out of it. Or it almost kind of looks like, I don't know, like spider webs, because there's like webs of the goo shit around her. Yeah, I have no idea. But like the patches of black goo shit are clearly in her body. Like, it's not, okay, so it's not that they're on her body, it's that they're in her body. Like, because it's like there's like paths that it goes into, and it looks like veins. So it's clearly like a thing that it's not only that it's on her, it's that it's in her. It reminds me of Soma so much, dude. Okay, Soma monsters. I'm just gonna look some shit, and you guys are gonna like. Yeah, if you just type Soma monsters or Soma humans. Yeah, on fucking on Google image search, you're gonna see something. You're gonna see some shit. It's pretty horrifying. and it is kind of reminding me of this. This one is much more blatant though. Like there's no sci-fi to this. There's no like there could be an artificial intelligence in this go too, but like this is just like a dead body covered and converted by black goo, and she's dead now. That's it. All right, that is a terrible fate. What the fuck? Okay, so the blue shit. I was under the impression the blue shit would be more of a GM particle kind of thing, just like power, unlimited energy. Turns out it is. For some reason, I didn't think it wouldn't be like super harmful to people, but I guess it is. It for sure is. Like, because like she is fucked right now. Like she died in Eros, so like she definitely got contaminated. And even if she escaped, it eventually like mutated enough for her to just like, you cannot fight it back anymore and you're dead. That's it. So it is unbelievably harmful and fucked. And a virus, basically. And you're breathing it. They did say this smells terrible. What's the smell? So there you go. This is what this is. Is it airborne? Is it like an airborne virus? Did you touch anything with it? Like, they were already kind of exposed to it in the ship. Well, maybe not, because they had the suits, and also like they just decided, fuck this thing, we're out. God, it was a really good idea to just blow that ship then, because like, holy fuck, that thing should exist. Okay, so. Okay, I was also under the impression the ship would be powered by the blue shit. And I guess it might be. But it seems that it's more like the goo is actually it's drawn towards energy. It's drawn towards power. Which is why, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't at the end of the like when they're looking through a room, someone was like, it looked like there was a hell of a fight, but then they go like, no, someone broke those things deliberately. Sources of energy, right? Sources of power. Anything that somebody put up a bitch of a fight, and then someone goes, no, they were turning things off, same as the reactor. Yeah. That line. So, the goo eats energy. It seeks energy, and it goes towards it. I don't know for what purpose. To grow. I would assume to grow. Yes. Because in the reactor, when we turn it on, everything turned on as well. The goo turned into blue. It is blue goo. But it's only when it's turned on. Otherwise, it's just black. It's just goo. But if they have a source of energy, they turn blue. And I guess it just tries to grow and eat as much as it can when it has energy to do so. So, Julie was infected or had some goo on her. She came here. She didn't realize she was fucked. And then it started manifesting. And she just destroyed every source of energy around her, turning everything off. And then she just went and died in a corner. And it didn't manifest further because it didn't have the energy to do so. It might also absorb the energy of the human body. Because if it can manifest further, it has to consume some energy to do so. Maybe it consumed her own energy of her own body in order to manifest completely, but then after that was done, it didn't have enough energy to go further. So then it just stayed there. Do not touch anything, do not turn anything on. Don't let it fucking touch your lantern. Do you have like a lantern of sorts, like a light that you're using to look at things? You had a gun with a light. Don't let that thing touch the fucking light in that gun, or the gun, or anything. The problem is that, like, everyone's coming to Eros, like, They just dropped a lot of shit on me right now. And the problem is that, so that spy is a piece of shit. And everyone's coming here. Everyone knows everything's here. Somebody's gonna fuck with that goo and it's gonna go terrible. There's gonna be a lot of misunderstanding that is about to happen because what is going on, it's so fucked up and so complicated. I'm having so much trouble trying to come up with whatever the fuck that is. And I have the spectator view of someone that has seen everything, right? If a random Earth soldier or whatever, Black Ops team shows up in here, and you go like, no, but go look at the black goo though, they're gonna go like, what the fuck are you talking about? Boom, you're dead, you know? Also the cops for Eros. Luckily Miller has a friend in there, so maybe you can get your friend in here and he can like look at it and go like, holy shit. Maybe we can talk about it. But like also the thing that James Holden is in here, and James Holden is the fucking Che Guevara now. Like James Holden is so important and everyone wants him either like rather as like a god, like an icon, a martyr, or death, one of the two. And it's like, Jesus, okay. Everyone's coming to Eros. Well, everyone is already on Eros or coming to Eros. So Holden is on Eros, the entire Rocinante crew is on Eros, Miller is on Eros, they met, Julie Mao is on Eros, she's dead. The fucking Earth Black Ops Steve is coming to Eros. Fred Johnson knows everything. He discovered something too. Jesus Christ, this episode had a lot in it. It's the best episode in the season so far. And I've been told the finale is actually really good. Okay, so I'm gonna ask right now if okay, Patreon people. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, Patreon. I saw that the finale is actually like a two-parter, and I didn't want to look it up, but I'm not sure if it's one or just if it's one episode and another episode, or if it's just like two episodes together. The question is, I think it aired together, but the question is, do I watch those individually as individual episodes, or do I watch it all together? And if I do so, should I release one video with the full thing, or two videos with treating as each episode individually? It's weird because they are counted as episode 9 and 10, but they're together. So I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck then, you know? I think the best thing would be for me to treat them as two episodes individually, because that way I can edit like a full 10, 15, whatever amount of minutes for each half of the finale, instead of the whole thing just being summed down to 15 minutes, because I'm assuming a lot of shit is gonna go down there. Like the groundwork is being laid out right now. It was laid out right before this episode even. Everyone's coming to Eros. We just discovered some major shit. Where's this finale gonna go? God, dude, like, oh my god. Okay. I wanna know more about this fucking blue goo. The blue shit. I wanna know what it's doing, what its goal is. Does it have a conscience? Is it like an AI, like a Soma? Or is it just like a bacteria? Just exists, but it doesn't think. It just continues to exist. And it has an impulse to consume and grow bigger. And is that it? Or is there more? I want to know so much. So I know that you like mention it, like explain it. I cannot find it where in the episode that was, because there was so much going on. But like Follow Station discovers the goo shit, the blue shit, whatever you want to call it. The Anubis that is the part of the mystery we don't know, right? The Anubis. Because Julie Mao was in the Scopuli. She was there. And everyone was killed with the Scopuli when it was blown No, the Scopula was the ship at the beginning where they used it as bait. They kill everyone, used the ship as bait. Julie was assumed taken prisoner in the Anubis, which is the ship that destroyed the Scopula. Then she kicks down her door. She goes out there. She sees the whatever the fuck she saw in episode 1. She screams. Then she escapes the ship. She goes to a shuttle, the Anubis 1A or whatever the name was, the escape shuttle on it. She used that to go back to Eros. We come with the Rocinante to the Anubis. We find it. We see that it's super hidden. And it's like, why would someone just leave the ship here? And it's because that ship is fucking nuclear, dude. Fucking Anthrax lives in it. And then we just nuke that ship. We discovered that somebody escaped that ship, the Anubis, and went to Eros, Julie Mao, under the name of Lionel Polanski. Then Miller goes to Eros because he gets stole by his contact, this police dude we saw here, who seems to be pretty cool. He seems to be like the old mentor to Miller, which is weird. He gave him the hat in order to keep his head together because he's as a reminder for you to not make the same mistakes I did. So he's also, I would assume, kind of a reckless cop that just kind of doesn't give a shit about the rules and kind of went a little bit too far on lost himself in some investigation of some sort, maybe. Whatever. Miller hears that the Anubis shuttle was there from him. He goes to Eros, finds it in the rawest possible way, which is just like fucking beating the shit out of the guy that was just fucking playing fucking gacha in his phone. And he gets taken to the station. His friend lets him out. They have a drink, a coffee, whatever. And then he tells him, alright, I found her. She is in this hotel, whatever. She just runs there, which is fortunate because our boys, the Rocinante crew, they were just there as the spy sold them out. And a bunch of random people starting to show in, and it was all just the special forces under disguise. So they start just taking it down, Holden and the Rocinante crew. So a gunfight ensues. Almost immediately notices, so kudos to him. He was very perceptive, and he was ready because he knew he was gonna fuck us the moment we set off the ship. So he was ready. That would help, and he immediately just fucking shot him, but missed. The spy ran away. But then they started having a gunfight with the other people remaining there. Not even the spy could stay in there and try to fight. He ran away like a fucking bitch. And I know he didn't have any guns, but come on, man, step up your game. You got at least melee. Melee combat can always help. Anyway, they start running out of ammo. They're losing the fight. There comes Miller. Miller comes in hot, just immediately shoots this guy. He fucking melees another guy and just shoots the other guy dead. Just fucking takes down 2 or 3 on his own. And then he's like, yo, James Holden, what up, kid? It's it was a little weird because it's like, who are you? Why did you help us? Okay, so yeah, Holden wouldn't think. Miller wouldn't think that Holden was doing some bad shit. Maybe he could, but he is so into his theory that he believes that Holden is okay, and he's right, that he's an alright guy, because his theory is that some crazy shit is happening and Holden is just another pawn, right? His theory is based on that, and he's right. So he's not antagonizing Holden because he's like, no, that kid is also kind of in a rough situation, I understand. Good. and the Holden team doesn't shoot him because he helped them. But it would be a weird thing because I would assume in a gunfight where you're taking cover fire, you would just shoot the guy. Like, you wouldn't actually notice that he was helping you. You would just kill him. But I guess they notice, and that's good. It's good that they did. So they meet up, and then they start working together. Reluctantly, kind of, because like Miller called in his friend and said like, "Hey, a shootout happened in this hotel. A bunch of the bodies are gonna be in there. You better be the guy that answers our call because some shit just happened." And that's gonna be fucking difficult to explain because they were all Black Ops team from Earth, but the police guy is just gonna hear that and it's gonna be like, "Hold, did you just shoot and kill all those people?" And he's gonna be like, "Technically, yeah, but like, it's..." And Jim Holden's, what the a lot's happening in that fucking hotel. They go upstairs, they found Juvenile, we talk about that, kind of, a little bit. The moment they met up, it was like, fuck yeah, like, finally, threats are converging, like, definitively, they're converging, you know? Now we only need to get Christian in here, but I don't know how is she gonna, I mean, maybe she's coming up with the Black Ops team as well, I don't know, but, like, she seems to be of the believing that Holden is alright, right? Maybe? Okay. I want to go back to that one Christian scene we had. Because it is revealed that Frank killed himself. Frank, the guy from, like, episode 2 or 3, I don't remember. That guy that Christian was like, "Hey, I need information." And he was like, "Well, I've been cut loose. I can no longer do some shit in Mars anymore. I'm banished from Mars," something like that. "I've been exiled because I crossed a line that I shouldn't have crossed for you." And then they had this thing of like, they had that conversation of like, "Christian, you will do anything to win, and that's what killed your dad." And that's what made him really scared. And he understands now why he was scared, because now I'm super scared too. So then he goes and kills himself because he's fucking depressed or something. Maybe he was murdered. Let's go on the assumption that he killed himself, because I would also believe he killed himself. And then Christian is like, "Well, I killed him," you know? And she's determined to still continue working, because of course she is. Okay. Let's talk about Fred Johnson. Fred Johnson actually got the data info from Lopez's body. And by the way he referred to it, it makes me think that he's more light side than dark side. Like, it makes me feel that he's trying to actually help out. Like, the fact that they never showed him giving the order of like, "I'm gonna murder a bunch of these civilians and become a bloodbath fucking crazy man." The fact that we never saw him do that, or heard him doing that, makes me think that he never meant for that to happen. Which makes me think that he's not actually a bad guy. Even though everyone thinks that he is. It was just a set of unfortunate situations. Like, crazier things are happening in this episode. A misunderstanding, or like the comms not working or something like that, is not necessarily a crazy thing to think about. So I'm not entirely buying the idea that Fred Johnson is a bad guy or a terrorist or whatever. He might be. Nobody trusts him. I wouldn't trust him because I don't trust anybody here, because everyone's a piece of shit. But he might not be. The reason why I'm saying this is because in this episode he did literally say, "Do you decipher this information?" And she was like, "I'm trying." And he was like, "Listen, a lot of Martians died to get that information out." And that line of dialogue, it's very dismissive. But listening to that, it's like, that is respect. That is respect and concern for other people's lives. That is like, people died to get this to us, man. We gotta figure this out. It's like, it's a good thing to say. So I don't see this as a guy that just goes around murdering people just like, yeah. Even he is a very serious guy. And we saw that. He's very serious, and he's like very perceptive, and he's down to business, and he knows all this shit. But his goals might not be evil. He might just be a really battle-hardened soldier having a really rough life, and he's just dealing with that. But his goals might not be evil. They could be. I'm not saying they won't be, but I'm saying that I'm leaning towards maybe not. Because I was immediately suspicious of the fact that they never showed me him giving the order to kill all those people. So, yeah. I'm suspecting Fred Johnson was actually a good ally here. And he deciphered a bunch of crazy shit, didn't he? Because at the end of the episode, she's like, I decrypted it. We have a ton of information about everything that happened in the Donager, all the battle plan, everything that happened just step to step. We also got like high-res pictures of the ships that attacked it and everything else and whatever. And then she's like, I found whatever. And Fred Johnson looked at something and he was like, whoa. And he was like, what are we going to do with this? And I don't exactly remember how that scene played out. I actually want to go back and check it. It was near the end. You say you cracked it. Collect highly detailed drive signatures. There's some blue shit in there. In the screen, I see it. Well, they did fly closer to the blue ship than anyone else in the system. Unfortunately for them. You're going to want to see this for yourself. And then he looks at something who's like, yo. So what are you going to do now? And then we cut away. That's all we get. Information is being revealed. Finally. It's been 2 months, man. It's been 2 months of watching this fucking show. And every episode I'm more lost than the previous one. Stuff is being revealed, man. Feels good. Feels good to actually get some answers. Okay. I'm excited for this finale. For this two-parter. It's clearly a two-parter. It's together. So, like, yeah, I don't know if the finale is gonna air one episode at a time. I don't know if the finale is gonna be divided in one episode once a week, or if it's gonna be divided in 2 videos, but they're gonna come out together or one day apart, or if I'm just gonna cram everything into a single video. The problem is the highlight has to be short, right? Because it's copyright shit. Even though I kind of fail at doing that, but I try my best. Okay, I'm trying, guys. It's also like demanding of my time. I also was planning on doing like a classic Doctor Who turn too. Fuck. Okay. I'll figure it out as it happens. I'm gonna ask the Patreon guys to let me know too. Yeah. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, the finale is already up on Patreon. Like, it's already happening. So you do not have any input in how I'm gonna deal with those videos. Don't worry about it. I already figured it out by the time you watch this, okay? So, I think that was it. Yo, like, some major crazy shit dropped on me, dude. That was a lot to take in on episode 8, dude. Like, it was like, we went there, we found the Anubis, oh shit, that's the ship Julie Mao was in, we saw the blue shit, what the blue shit was, oh shit, it's bio, it's moving, it's absorbing, it's learning, it was alive, we nuked it, we sterilized, we went to Eros, Julie Mao was there, we met Miller saved our asses, the spy ran away, the air corpses are coming here, Fred Johnson might be good or maybe not, he found some crazy shit, he decrypted the message, Julie Mao is dead and covered in the fucking soma goo. And it's also some energy shit and going on, and then the episode, it's like, what? I had no time. How am I gonna make a highlight of this? A lot happened. Alright. Okay, that's it. That's it for this episode. I'm just gonna go take a break now. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this reaction to The Expanse. If you would like to see next one, it might be the finale in its entirety, maybe not. It's already up on Patreon, as well as full length. Check out the links in the description, and I'll see you next time, okay? Take care.